All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to sew all of your circles in each row together. And I have a little tip that I'll show you on how to make sure everything lines up nicely. So here I have my stack of circles, and this is going to be row number 5, which I've labeled. And as discussed in the previous video, I have already marked all of my lines from my square template correctly on all of my circles here. So as you can see here, I didn't mark there because this is going to be part of the outer edge of the quilt. So I have everything marked nicely and ready to go. And also, as you can see, I've marked it so with the holes in mind because these are going to be eventually stitched and those holes will be hidden. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take 2 circles, and you are going to want to just sew them where that line meets up there. So this part you just really have to try to line them up as best as you can, and this can be a little bit tricky because when you're lining up circles it's hard to see if those lines are aligning correctly on both sides. So just try to eyeball it as best as you can. I like to pinch the corners and then to see if those lines might be lining up. But before you sew anything final, one thing that you can do to just quickly check to see if your lines are aligned on both sides is to take a pin and then pin it right along the line that you marked. So I pinned it there, right along the line that I marked, and then you can turn it around and see if the back of the pin also lines up with that line, and it looks like it did pretty well there. So this is ready to be sewn. So just take it to your sewing machine and start and end your stitch for the back stitch. I usually do 2 to 3 back stitches. Go slowly over the hole here, just to make sure your fabric doesn't get caught, and then remove that pin. All right, and so then you have a line that's sewn there nicely on each side, and so that when you open it up, it looks like this. And then so you're going to want to sew all of your circles in each row together, and then you'll have a nicely sewn together row that'll look something like this. Okay, then once you've sewn all of your circles in each row together, the next step is to assemble your rows, and that's what I'm going to show you in my last video. We're almost done.